Okay, so I had heard about this a while ago. This has been going on for a while. But we never got a response from Filian's actual like artist, like the actual artist who created Filian's model. Throughout the whole copyright controversy, that whole situation. I'm kind of curious to see what the figure like what they actually finally said after all this time.
So also, Lum sent me this. Actually, you're the one that sent me that. There's been new development on the whole Filian model drama that happened last summer. That's crazy how fast the year goes by.
Oh yeah, it's like after you graduate high school, time goes by too fast.
I
It's like,
know.
but it was just February. I just paid my taxes. What
I
happened?
know. It's actually scary how fast time is going right now. Like, can we just
Yeah.
pause?
I don't like it. I don't. It's like I'm gonna be 30 in 2 years. I don't want to be 30 in 2 years.
No.
It's 2025. Oh God, I'm gonna be 29 this year. Oh, God, no.
On Nozaki was live too.
Ah, who
Yeah.
you telling? I turned 29 this year. Well, last year I want to say. This year I turned 30.
So Jingo, the creator of her model, finally updated us and they said, "Hello, this is Jingo from Studio Jingo. We would like to inform you that a model-related issue
I get
that
to say
occurred
I'm in
with
my
the VTuber
20s for
last
one
summer
more
has
year."
been resolved through smooth and respectful communication. The VTuber in question responded affirmatively to our request for advance notice and crediting, and both parties were able to work together to resolve the issue amicably. I think it's important to maintain fairness by applying the same rules to everyone who uses my models. Therefore, we would like to make it clear that no financial transactions were made in this agreement process. Our agreement was based on open communication and mutual respect. Despite some initial misunderstandings about the terms of use, the VTuber and her team respected my work and made the necessary adjustments. We look forward to continuing our positive and collaborative relationship in the future. We would like to thank everyone who has shown an interest. Jingo. So, what do you think of this, Lum Lum?
I kind of wish we got some more details about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I honestly hope that Filian maybe commissioned her own custom model from Jingo, because that would be like the best outcome in my opinion.
That would
Because
be a
then
good
she
idea.
can
That would be a phenomenal outcome,
do
actually.
whatever merch things that she wants with it.
Yeah.
And no one who uses the booth model and stuff will get confused with a Filian recolor and all that. That's just my opinion. Just commission Jingo for her own custom model, and then like, you know, they could still work together and all that.
That would have been actually such a great idea, but then he says that there's been no like financial transactions were made in this agreement process, so
Maybe no financial transactions in terms of the current model being used, because he still wanted it to be a model that people can pick up for cheap to start out with.
yeah, she'll probably have to commission like a 3D model that's like stays on brand but is slightly different, kind of like what Neurosama did. I posted about it on
I could easily seeing like effectively like a 2.0, a sort of like inspired by a spiritual predecessor, so to speak.
Twitter, and that like most people agreed with this or said that she should do it. It's great that they've had, you know, great communication and it's been professional. I'm assuming when he says despite some initial misunderstanding about the terms of use, I can't remember the TOS exactly, but I'm pretty sure she needed to credit them and she needs to notify them if there's going to be merch of the model. So I think that's the part that she didn't follow, and apparently she ripped off the model of VRChat, right? So she didn't pay the initial price. So
Yeah.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like, I just hope that things go by smoothly, and I wish she would have, you know, elaborated a bit more, because all she did was quote retweet with a heart. But granted, that could be all back end stuff, and we might see a debut with a new model maybe sometime this year. Who knows? I hope she does, because that would take care of any
Problem. Yeah.
mix-ups and problems that may arise in the future,
Yeah.
especially since, like, you know, getting a deal with Good Smile and then having to pull out of it because you used a public domain model, that
That sucks. I mean, she also, that's a good point.
Bro, it's freaking wild to think about. It would be it's a nightmare scenario for me to get an opportunity handed to me basically, and me to be so not prepared that I can't take I can't take advantage of it, or I can't monopolize that opportunity. I can't. Well, there's a better word for it. but I'm just gonna stay with. I can't take advantage of the opportunity given. You know.
Chat is bringing up. I forgot that there were several. She's using several creators too for different models because she has like slightly different models. So really, if she wants to do merge, it becomes so complicated because for each models you need different perms. There's different TOS to follow. Yeah, just making a new model would fix everything. But I also get it. It's like when you're a streamer, you just coast. You know, you go live every day, and there's very little time for everything else. But maybe just put somebody on your team on that project. You know, in charge of finding an artist and getting the wheels in motions for you if you don't have time. Now she must have been warned about it.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really watch Filian, so I don't know the amount of models she uses. All I see is clips on Twitter or when people are mad at her for something. That's about it.
The Rindo model.
I'm not an avid watcher. I mean, I'm freaking streaming every single day, right? So I don't get the chance to watch anybody anymore. But I know she has her basic model. She has a chibi model called like a baby Filian. In like a PE outfit Filian. But that's about all I know, really.
Model was claimed to have been acquired.
I guess the Vtuber Awards one, but I don't know if that's just a different outfit or if it's the same model.
Was ripped. Okay, I see. As far as I know, she only uses one. I've seen her use a couple ones. A Legal Mindset replied to my post. I thought I'd show his answer. He says, probably a translation issue, but this seems very ambiguous. It seems to conclude the issue yet doesn't specify what rights were granted or at least waive. No, that's... The notice was very vague. Other than developing an entirely new model with an entirely different, which is a no-go for a VTuber as a brand, any attempt to adjust would draw criticism from the author as a derivative product from the original. Ultimately, the best course is to clarify these things from the get-go, which has always been my position.
Yeah, it's like we can ask for more details, but it doesn't always mean that we'll get more details.
Yeah.
Granted, she might talk about it on a stream. Who knows?
I feel like she'll be brief about it. Like, I feel like...
I doubt it. She's been incredibly, and as somebody who's a fan, she has been incredibly silent, vague. She's taken a real Mr. Beast approach to everything here, which is like definitely the smartest thing to do for anyone out there, for sure. But of course, if you stay silent for too long, you're inevitably people are going to start jumping to their own conclusions.
She just doesn't care about... She doesn't fret the little details, and she's kind of like airheaded that way. But that's just the vibe I get from her. I don't really know her.
Rebrand didn't hit Doki Bird. Well, remodel didn't hurt Doki Bird. No, it did not. If anything, that brought more hype towards her as well.
Yeah, true.
Because you could see it as like an evolution.
Yeah.
It's like, look at Filian's evolving into whatever this new one is.
Yeah, she could make a whole new event with it, and I bet a lot of people would show up for it too. Yeah, mouse is a good example.
Oh, it would make it would make a big
splash with each model, but they're still like significantly different to each other than each other. You missed Doki's old model? No, I like the new one way more.
Yeah, it's like it's a bunch of very like fine details that Filian is definitely gonna have to go over.
Dude, and, Demon Waifu, Iron Mouse is best Demon Waifu.
A whole new year, new me type of thing too.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess we'll see. We'll be waiting for updates. I don't know if we're coping that we'll get an update, but hopefully we do. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'll see, my dudes. We will see.
And I'll see you in the next video.
YouTube.
Lovely video, my dude. I love it. Thank you for the update. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that there's still. Also, I didn't know there was a highlights channel. I'm gonna subscribe to that too. I didn't realize that we were I know it seems like very little has happened, but also like by virtue of how long this has been going on for, I didn't realize so much happened. But at the same time, not very much has happened. It's all very vague. You get me? But still, just at least we're finally getting some results. We're getting somewhere. Some with this whole situation. The people who need to be credited are getting credited. People, big criticism I had of Filian for sure. Alrighty, my dudes, let's go on to the next video. What do we got? Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!